So in other words, there is nothing in Shastra, again, at least to my knowledge, and I remain open to be further educated and informed about this. But there are not actual injunctions like there are with the guru, with abandoning a guru in connection to abandoning an accepted disciple. So that heavily speaks about the nature of the relationship, and especially heavily speaks about the merciful nature of the guru. And interestingly, in fact, after the verses that I just quoted from Hari Bhakti Vilas, then a few verses after those, there's one more verse in which Hari Bhakti Vilas further pounds the post, making it clear, which is the level of responsibility of the guru, and says, just as a king has to take responsibility for the faults of his ministers, and the husband has to take responsibility for the sins of his wife, spiritual master has to accept the accumulated sins of his disciples. So what to speak of rejecting them? That's my point. If the guru takes that responsibility, I accept you with all your tons of sins. What to speak of rejecting? There's no place for that even. So that verse comes after the ones I shared. So this is a very heavy point on how merciful the guru principle is in relation to this mercy of Sri Guru. This is even further like portrayed in those classical personalities who embody Akhanda Guru-Tattva, both for Kama-rupa Bhakti and Sambandha-rupa Bhakti, like the department of Madhurya Rasa and the department of Vatsalya, Sakya, Dasya, and Santa. Generally, Balaram is portrayed as the Akhanda Guru-Tattva for Sambandha-rupa Bhakti, for Sakya, Vatsalya, Dasya, Santa. And Sri Radha is portrayed as the Guru-Tattva for Kama-rupa Bhakti, Madhurya Rasa. And in Gaur Lila, of course, we have them as appearing as Gadadhar Pandit and Nityananda Prabhu. So if you analyze the life of them, they really show their principle of being generous. For example, Balaram being the guru in mace, fighting mace with Duryodhan. And he accepted Duryodhan as a disciple and never rejected him, although he knew who was Duryodhan. So extremely merciful disposition. What to speak when that same Baladev appears in Gaur Lila as Nityananda Prabhu, the most irrational, transrational disposition of mercy, extreme. Jagai Madai and so many other examples ourselves. In Gaur Lila also Sri Radha appears as Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is said that he was totally mild and merciful and accepted everyone, even Balaba, who was kind of rejected by all the other associates of Mahaprabhu, and Gadadhar was kind enough to receive him. And what to speak about Sri Radha herself, she's known as Karuna Mai. She whose very composition is made of mercy, and so many other attributes about her that speaks about her radical grace. She's always doing this mudra, transferring, conferring extreme mercy. So my point is, all these personalities who personify Guru-Tattva are extremely showing this mercy principle.